Side, Trey Reid and Mark Hedrick.
A good Tuesday evening to you. Welcome to the outdoor radio program that gets better with age. And one of these days, Rainwater's gonna actually call us by our name. I think there's a David Allen Coe song in there.
Yeah. What? But you know, it keeps the actually, Trey, you ought to thank him for it. Probably keeps the creditors away.
Well, it could do that. It could do that. I'm Trey Reid. That other voice you hear is Mark Hedrick. Damon Poole in the control room. We got a good one for you tonight. We got our buddy. He's a pro golfer, but he's also an avid hunter and angler. Glenn Day in the studio with us. What's up, Glenn?
Gentlemen, how are y'all?
We are doing great, man. Doing great. We're also going to be joined on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline after the first break by Bill Skinner from the Muzzleloader Shop over in North Little Rock. You know, it is still muzzleloader season on Saturday, even though we like to call it alternative firearm season, and everybody's excited about the straight wall ammo and those cartridges.
You a straight wall guy or a muzzleloader guy?
I go muzzleloader hunting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Glenn.
And I'm actually going bow hunting tomorrow.
Yeah, you're leaving for camp. Now, where's your camp?
It is 50 miles, let's say, east of Wichita Falls, just in Texas on the Red River.
Yeah, I thought it was up there in that area.
Yeah, Glenn, you're going hunting, like you're going tomorrow, and you're going to hunt till like the weekend, and you're going to come back and hang out for the golf tournament, right?
I will be back Sunday night. My wife said, "Okay, you can go, but all of the players that are coming in Sunday night and everything, we're going to be there to meet them, say hello, and everything." She
Good
goes,
deal.
You will be back for that.
And you will be delivering for Norwood Day Florist, correct?
Yeah.
You will be doing that. We'll give Norwood Day a shout-out on the show because, I mean, you know, they got a special delivery guy.
Yeah.
You didn't know your flowers are going to be delivered by a pro golfer.
I know. I tell you what, I get fired more than anybody you can possibly imagine.
And rehired the very next.
So,
the very next problem. He's back.
You made a comment that like one of the things you do when you drop the flowers off is take photos, and a customer said you are a much better golfer than you are a picture taker of flowers.
I got my daughter, bless her soul, she got on to me pretty good. She goes, "Dad, what did you do? We got the first bad review we've ever had, you know, because the picture you took was horrible." And I'm like, "Baby, the lady had the door open like 3 inches. She was in a robe and had something in her hair. I mean, I was trying to be nice."
Well, you get what you pay for.
That's exactly right.
There's no question. And, you know, my mother used to always say, "Bloom where you're planted." You're a golfer, dude. You need a
The things
photographer.
we do for our kids, that conversation was sort of instigated by me talking about going up to Fayetteville for my grandson's birthday this weekend. Now I've got a few pulled muscles. My diverticulitis is acting up from being dehydrated, working in the sun all day on
Did you
Saturday.
drink any probiotics?
I drank, the kind that's made out of agave.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought you might be having that. And we got Philip on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline tonight, coming in and talking to us about a little. I'm anxious to see what the fishing's going to do after this rain. What he thinks.
Yeah, we got some rain coming this weekend. Going to cool off a little bit. They're going to have the buzz out at the Little Rock location on Thursday, correct?
Yep, 6 a.m. I'm going to come out there and hang out. I hope Basil brings donuts. I'm sure he will.
Don't count on it.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll pick up some funnel cakes at the State Fair, which is where Morning Mayhem will be in the morning. I'll be over there.
There's nothing worse than a day-old funnel cake.
Day old French fries might be worse.
Maybe
be worse. Well, we got a full show lined up for you tonight. Hope you are buckled in and ready. Let's go to the Edwards Food Giant Hotline real quick.
It's time for the Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report with locations in Hot Springs and Little Rock. Trader Bill's is your one-stop for all things outdoors.
Well, the thing everybody wants to know, Philip Kastner, will there be a PK sighting at the Little Rock location Thursday morning with Morning Mayhem?
You know, we were discussing that today, and I certainly think so. We were discussing trying to figure out, obviously, with the beginning of muzzle loading or primitive weapon season, as we call it now, this weekend, there's a lot of things going on in Hot Springs as well, so it's kind of hard to be two places at once, but that's the plan.
Well, you know, they've got some of those really nice covers on those Godfrey Marine tri-tunes. You can just sleep under the cover of one of those on Wednesday night, Philip.
That's right. I've slept in much, much worse. That's for darn sure.
Haven't we all?
No doubt.
Yeah.
And
So,
live to tell about it.
you know, we're going to try to hit the abridged version here where I can try to get all this information.
Go for
in.
it.
First of all, you mentioned the fishing report. If you guys haven't been out chasing Kentuckies on our lake, it doesn't matter where it is. Lake DeGray, you're going to catch Kentuckies and hybrid. Hamilton is ridiculous, all the Kentuckies that are breaking in the mouth of every single creek. Washita is no different. There's all kinds of fish early morning that are being caught, whether you're throwing a topwater bait at them or whether you're throwing a spoon at them. But there's a lot of good fish being caught early on all of our lakes, especially if you're on Clearwater lakes like what we're talking about.
Well,
The second thing we're talking about,
I was going to say Maumelle
obviously,
ought to be
is,
hot, too.
oh, yeah. The next thing we're talking about, obviously, is what the elephant in the room is whatever you call it season, Mr. Game and Fish Commission person. I call it muzzle loading season.
Alternative firearm season, Philip.
It's called.
I didn't come up with that name, and
politically correct here.
I'm not a fan of it. Let's just call it muzzleloader and straight wall season. How about that? And big bore air rifle
that's
too, if you want.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah. So anyway, that kicks off this weekend. By golly, I hope and pray we get some rain Saturday night.
Yep.
I mean, we need it. It's all right. I want guys to be able to sit around the campfire, and you can't hardly do that unless we get some rain. So I believe that's coming. That's good news. Trader Bill's Hot Springs has a big selection of straight wall caliber guns in stock. Both CVA, Savage, Ruger got a bunch of them. 350 Legend, 400 Legend has kind of evolved into the picture as well as many other calibers. Got a bunch of ammunition guns in stock, of course, that go with them, and that's what we're doing a bunch of as well.
Well, I'm anxious to come out to the Little Rock store and see the new Vexus Defender. I think that's going to be I'm really looking forward to seeing that boat.
The War Eagle duck boat. You know, we've got a big selection of War Eagle duck boats as well, because that's going to be the next thing we're going to be talking about. Trader Bill's is the War Eagle duck boat dealer in Central Arkansas as well, and got a big selection of them.
Well, man, Philip, you got it all in quick. You did good.
I'm trying. I'm sitting here watching the sunset. It's a beautiful night to be outside.
Well, we will talk to you next week on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline, and I will see you Thursday morning if you're in Little Rock.
Thanks, guys.
See you, buddy.
that's Philip Kastner on the Edwards Food Giant Hotline with your Trader Bill's Outdoors Fishing Report. You know, the Trader Bill's ads are in heavy rotation this week.
Oh, I know.
Every time I got in the car today and turned on the buzz, I heard Chris Kane talking about it.
Right. And
you wrote that ad, didn't you?
Yes. I wrote one of them. Then there's a Vexus ad they're running too. So yeah.
What Daffron next?
I think he's
maybe
going to be on
next week.
Next week we're going to try to get Keith Daffron on from Vexus Boats. I'm looking for. I hope he's able to come on Thursday morning. Don't know if he is or not. We'll see. But
cool.
Glenn and I have actually gone out a time or two on Lake Maumelle and chased those Kentuckies.
Oh yeah.
And caught. Actually, I think we about ended your professional golfing career when you tried to lip a grinnell.
Oh, that's all right. We got over it. We got over it.
It was one of those days where we had a great time, and I finally hooked something that was of size and muddy water, and Glenn said, "I got it," and about a 5-pound grinnell came up, and he missed it.
Yeah.
Which was good.
Glenn, what
right
are you
at
gonna?
the last minute.
Are you going to be chasing deer with the bow and arrow this week down in Texas?
That is what I'm planning on doing. Yeah,
awesome.
we got a little of that going on. We got a little coyote hunting going on.
Okay,
Nice.
little predator control.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll be talking with Glenn Day about his exploits away from the links and in the great outdoors tonight, and we'll have Bill Skinner from the muzzleloader shop, excuse me, right after this break. Packed show. Stick around. Lots of wild side coming up.
I'm Trey Reid from the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz, and when I'm looking for a great home-cooked lunch on the fly, my go-to spot is the deli at my neighborhood Edwards Food Giant. There's always a great selection of delicious meats and vegetables, fresh from the kitchen and served with a smile by the friendly folks behind the deli counter. You'll get heaping portions with cornbread or a dinner roll and a drink to wash it down, all for under $9. For home cooking without the hassle of washing dishes, go see our friends at Edwards Food Giant. It's time to hit the lakes and rivers, but before you back that boat into the water, stop by Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock, because the boat ramp is a bad place to discover a dead battery. Jacob Johns and the crew will take care of you like family and make sure you're charged up and ready to roll before you make the first cast. Bad batteries take your fish finder out of the equation, and you can't stay on the fish if your trolling motor won't turn. So take charge of your fishing fortunes with a trip to Battery Outfitters, 5915 JFK Boulevard. Spring and summer may be behind us, but that doesn't mean there's not a good reason to get out to Lake Maumelle to enjoy a day on the water. Trey Reid here from the Wild Side to tell you about West Rock Landing. Our friends at West Rock have everything you need to enjoy a day on the lake. Whether you're fishing for bass or crappie, or just taking in the amazing views of the Ouachita Mountains, West Rock offers bait, tackle, boat rentals, and so much more. Check them out at westrocklanding.com or go see them just a few miles west of Little Rock on Highway 10. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family, service like your daddy used to get. Visit in-store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
It's a great day for football. 2 rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
They're saying it's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. 2 rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
It all comes down to this, folks. Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain. Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast. Speaking of fast, did you just see that play? Yeah, he vaporized that ball. That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop fall savings and get up to 40% off select appliances like Frigidaire. Get ready for a season of hosting with the Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. The only oven that reaches 750 degrees for restaurant-quality pizza in as little as 2 minutes. Start making hosting easier with fall appliance savings today at the Home Depot. Only when using Stone-Baked Pizza mode. Offer valid October 2nd through October 22nd. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
You're back on the Wild Side, and we're going to go straight to the Edwards Food Giant hotline and talk to Bill Skinner from the Muzzleloader Shop. You know, it is the opening weekend of Alternative Farms season. Yep. Philip Kastner was kind of picking on me about that name, and I don't care what you call it, but what's scary to me, Mark, is that I've had a couple of buddies call within the last week and say, can I still use my muzzleloader, or do I have to use the straight wall? Well, the answer is absolutely you can use the muzzleloader, and that's why we wanted to bring in Bill Skinner from the Muzzleloader Shop. Bill, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, man, how's it going? I don't know about you, but I still call it muzzleloader season.
Absolutely. And we've
Glenn
got
does too.
Glenn Day, pro golfer and avid outdoorsman in studio with us, and he is going to be – he prefers to hunt with a muzzleloader still too, don't you, Glenn?
Yes, I call it muzzleloader. That's what it should be called. I don't know why everybody's got to change names and stuff. I just –
Yeah. I got you.
I don't know.
Us slightly older people, it confuses us.
Oh, slightly.
Well, one of
slightly
the
confused.
reasons I wanted to bring Bill from the muzzleloader shop in is, look, the way I kind of found Bill was, I had on a quest to shoot ducks with my muzzleloading shotgun. We checked that off the list, and I'm still hunting with it. But I took it out to let Bill look at it, and he gets things for me that I can't buy at a normal store.
Right.
No offense to any of our sponsors or places where we shop, but you can't just go order some bismuth. Well, Bill will get that for you. So, Bill, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about what kind of things you can provide for those black powder enthusiasts that they might not find at other places.
Because I have 40 good stores all over the area that send people over to me. I see new faces all the time. They'll come in and say, well, this store or that store or whatever, Fort Thompson usually sent me over here because they didn't have it, and they said that I would have it. And so hopefully I do when they get there.
Well, you've got folks. The muzzleloader shop is located at 603 Brown Drive in North Little Rock. It's actually behind your house, Bill. I mean, it's not like a commercial area, so you kind of got to be looking for it. You retired last year or earlier this year.
Yeah.
Now we're open during the day, but used to keep like evening hours for a couple hours, which was a little tricky for me sometimes. But glad to see you got expanded hours now. When are you? What days and hours are you open these days?
My regular hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
One of the things, Mark, if you go in looking for a powder measure or something, so many of the muzzleloaders.
A powder horn? Do I need a powder horn?
Well, look, Bill can get it for you. Like I said, he ordered me a couple of pounds of bismuth to load into my my muzzleloading shotgun. What's the craziest request you've had, Bill?
Oh, probably bismuth.
Oh, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, you have last year's allotment paid off yet, by the way?
Well, my wife might be listening. Let's not bring that up. Bismuth is not
expensive.
It is not cheap, Mark.
It's not cheap.
It is not cheap at all. Matter of fact, when I went in there to Bill and he said he ordered me a couple pounds of it, and I said, that's it? Barely enough to fill up the bottle of a jar.
It's like going in and ordering 2 pounds of beef jerky. They go, that'll be $40 a pound.
Right. Well, Bill, man, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Give us all the information, like your phone number and all that, where folks can find your website.
Well, I share a website with our other muzzleloader shop up in Berryville, but you just Google the muzzleloader shop. Technically, mine's muzzleloader shop in LR. But the phone number is 501-758-2222. Address is 603 Brown Drive. And like you said, it's in a residential area. I literally had somebody come in that said, I've lived in this neighborhood my whole life. I didn't know this was back there.
Yeah, well, you do have a little sign out front. I mean, it's kind of you come out of the curve there is on Brown that you'll see it. But Bill, go ahead.
It's a dead end street, so you don't see it unless you're going down the street.
Right. That's right. Well, if you don't shoot, one of these Pyrodex electronic ignition muzzleloaders, and you're old school like me and Glenn Day are, and you need that equipment, Bill's got it for you at the muzzleloader shop. Bill, thank you so much, buddy. We sure appreciate you jumping on the Edwards Food Giant hotline with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take care, Bill. That's Bill Skinner from the muzzleloader shop in North Little Rock. Muzzleloadershop.com, 603 Brown Drive in North Little Rock.
How much time we got?
We got a minute and a half.
Oh, well, I was going to.
You want to get the report in? You think you know? That's
I was going to do the shoot from the hip, but we'll do that.
No, we want to save that for.
I got questions.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what's amazing to me is the technology that has gone into muzzleloaders.
Exactly.
In the last 5 years, 8, maybe 10. I can't keep up with years. It is amazing nowadays.
And it brings
amazing.
more people into the sport, I think, too.
Yeah.
But people, I just don't know how many people want to go out and buy a gun, load it, tamp it down, put a
Well, funny, our trivia question tonight will tell you how many wanted to during deer season last year.
I think we're gravitating away from that and more ease of use.
And that's a damn shame.
It
I'll
is.
say.
It is.
Society's doing that. Everything. It's like now you just put in one plug. It's got all your powder, everything. You
right.
Flick it down.
What if you had a driver that you could just put behind your ball and pull a trigger and it'd hit it for you?
It'd probably do a lot better than I've been doing.
Might look into one of them.
Yeah.
Well, again, and that is one of the reasons I wanted to give Bill, it's a small operation.
Yeah.
He's not in competition with any of our sponsors or the big box stores. But if there's something you need for a black powder firearm, he can get it for you, and you probably can't get it anywhere else.
Well, that's great.
So anyway,
that's great. Nice to know.
We're going to take a quick break. Glenn Day's in the studio with us. We're going to play a little shoot from the hip with him in this next segment. Stick around. Going to be fun. More Wildside coming up.
Trader Bill's Outdoors is the one-stop shop for all your fishing and boating needs. They carry Vexus bass boats, Godfrey pontoons, and Taiga surf, wake, and ski boats. Their marine department also features parts and accessories from most boat manufacturers. And if something goes wrong with your boat, their service department is ready to get you back in the game with quality repairs and friendly service. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock, where great fishing and boating began.
Crane Chevrolet in Little Rock is among the small number of Chevy dealers to earn Chevrolet's Mark of Excellence Award. It's reserved for dealers who have both high sales performance and excellent customer service ratings. When you visit Crane Chevrolet, you won't just understand why they won the award, you will feel it. Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, let Crane Chevrolet show you the incomparable customer service that's made them one of the country's top Chevy dealers. Crane Chevrolet, I-30, exit 130 in Little Rock, or check them out at cranechevy.com.
I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side. Let me tell you about Tammy Chase Insurance. Tammy Chase is a wealth of knowledge as she guides her clients through the sometimes confusing world of health insurance and Medicare coverage. I know because she's helped me understand my options and find the perfect fit for me. She'll do the same for you because every client benefits from her expertise and local market knowledge. Give her a call at 501-658-5127. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Life comes at you fast, especially behind the wheel. So if you think it's no big deal to drive a little over the speed limit, think again. In a collision with a pedestrian or bicyclist, it can mean the difference between life and death. Getting somewhere a couple of minutes faster isn't worth someone's life. Let's look out for each other by following posted speed limits. Drive aware, save lives. A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
I'm retired, newly retired, so this was my first summer not working again. But I had problems with my shoulder. I mean, it was just like 1,000 needles going into my shoulder.
Mike didn't want surgery. 6 months in a sling was not how he planned to spend retirement. That's when he heard about QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
It's a free appointment. And after the first treatment, the next day, I went out and played golf. The pain just wasn't there.
No drugs, no surgery. Just your body's own natural healing power. Orthobiologic concentrated and placed exactly where you need them to go to work.
I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I don't want to take on Mike Tyson, but he'd know I was there.
Now Mike's heading back to QC Kinetics to get his knees treated.
It changed my first summer being retired. It's one I can remember instead of regret.
Get back to doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics today to schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Feeling like a family getaway, but don't want to go too far? Need a true adventure, but don't want to spend too much? Want to go where there's a ton of stuff to do, but it's all in the same place? Welcome to Arkansas State Parks. For in a couple hours drive, you can change your scenery and definitely change your state of mind. Whether you crave active adventures or just gorgeous views where you can catch your breath, we have 52 state parks to choose from. Plan your getaway at arkansasstateparks.com.
It's time for this week's Tammy Chase Insurance Outdoor Trivia Question. You may not know the answer to this week's trivia question, but Tammy Chase has the answers for all your health insurance and Medicare needs. Tammy Chase Insurance. She puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
All right, Mark. I think this is a good one. It's a 50-50 shot here, right? We've been talking about.
Pardon the pun.
We've been talking about muzzle loading season, alternative firearm season, straight wall season. I don't care what you call it. I'm a black powder enthusiast myself. If you hadn't figured that out yet, but we're gonna use that to get into our trivia tonight. So last year, during the alternative firearm season, the first alternative firearm season where straight wall firearms were allowed, there were 21,665 total deer checked. Now the breakdown, 52% for one of those types of firearms and 48% for the other. I'm throwing out the 0.01% that represented by the 25 large bore air rifles that were used. But okay, 52 to 48%. Really simple. Trivia question tonight. 501-661-1037. Muzzleloader or straight wall? Which was used more to kill deer during the alternative firearm season last year?
Simple. Just call in.
Yeah. Alternative, is it muzzleloader or is it straight wall?
You would go straight from the hip.
There it's ringing, Damon. We got the phone lines lighting up. What would Glenn, hold your guess. Hold your guess.
All right.
Hold your guess.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I got my guess.
Yeah.
But
we'll find out what it was. It was a little. I don't know. I don't want to hint too much. I don't want to hint too much.
You'll give it away.
Let's. We got Karen on line one. Karen, do you know whether it was straight wall firearms or muzzleloaders that accounted for more deer during the alternative firearm season last year?
Alternative.
Well, you got to tell us
muzzleloader.
Straight wall or muzzleloader?
Muzzleloader was 11,284. Straight wall.
Wow!
Wow, Karen, you read the Game and Fish press releases, or you're real quick on that Google machine.
and I was there.
Oh, really? Really?
Nice.
We like that.
Yeah. Well, no, you are correct. 52%, 11,284 checked with muzzleloading firearms, and 10,365, 48% on the straight wall side.
Well, stay on the line. Go ahead.
I want to tell you one more thing. My sweetheart is 93, and he's been at the deer camp 2 weeks, and he stays 2 months.
Nice. Good for him. Well, Karen, thank you for calling. Don't hang up. I'm going to put you on hold, and Damon Poole will get your contact information, and we'll send you a $10 Sonic gift card from our friends at Tammy Chase Insurance. How's that sound?
I sure enjoyed the show.
Thank you, Karen. Appreciate you listening. Man, she was on top. I mean, literally knew exactly how many deer were checked for the
figured that
muzzleloader.
one out.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I think we shoot from the hip.
Okay, Glenn, would you have gone straight wall or muzzleloader?
I would have gone muzzleloader.
Okay.
I would have gone simply because what we were talking about in the break.
Yeah.
Its technology has changed so much.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier for somebody to go buy Thompson Center or something, and then boom, you put a plug in, you get. Oh yeah, I want to go deer hunting. I'll get this.
Right.
And that would have been my reasoning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it breaks down this year. I know all the retailers. Those straight wall guns are flying off the shelves.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. All right, you want to shoot from the hip?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot from the hip.
This is good. This is quickly becoming our favorite segment.
Yeah.
We
Get
love
ready.
them all.
Get
We love
ready.
them all, but this is a good one.
It's Shoot from the Hip, brought to you by Crane Chevrolet. Mark and Trey always like to shoot from the hip every week. But when it comes to Crane Chevrolet, they shoot straight and always hit their target.
All right, Glenn. kind of starting out, we'll give you an easy one. What's your must-have?
When I was growing up going hunting, before we went, my grandfather would always get Ritz crackers and a jar of peanut butter.
Yep, there you have it.
Like not like in a package. He actually had them,
nowadays we get the package,
right,
but
sure,
back then.
But that's nostalgic. I like that.
You can get boxes of those things up at Edwards Food Giant. You
can. You can.
Okay. In the morning, coffee or something else.
Coffee.
Yeah, me too. Coffee.
Got to have one cup, and that's all I drink.
I have one, maybe 1.5. I really need one, but one. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it was. Now, hang on. It was tethered to the ground. It only went up.
Oh, well, there you go.
We feel better about this now.
Well, no, I would
Nothing
not.
could go wrong.
yeah, but no, I had not gone up and gone over mountains. No, I'm not doing that.
No, I don't blame you. Okay, and in that same vein, if given the opportunity, would you go into space?
No.
Okay, that. Yeah,
pretty solid. Pretty solid.
How about getting on one of those little submersibles and go in the bottom of the ocean?
I would come closer to doing that, but the answer would probably still be no.
Have you seen that documentary?
Oh yeah, the one that
the Titanic.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out on both of them.
Yeah.
So we'll say no's there as well. So in honor of Fair Week in Arkansas, and I don't know if you've ever gone to the fair.
Oh, we used to go all the time.
What's one ride at the fair that's a definite no-go?
The no-go for me was that there was 3 chairs and it spun on its own, and then the whole thing spun around.
I'm out.
I'm out on that.
Yeah, I don't like that deal that has the chains on the little, looks like kiddie swings, and they spin around in circles. And there's
like
somebody one day
chain that like like
instead of saying, look at all those kids up there, you go, oh, look at those 12 souls. That's what. It's not good. Okay. So do you prefer clear or dark liquids?
I'm going with more dark.
Dark. Yeah, I figured you would.
I'm going with more dark.
Foamy.
Yes,
Foamy dark.
more foamy, more amber-like.
Yeah, amber-like. I thought you. And this is the last one.
I've got one to add too.
He's been around. I mean, he travels. He's going back and forth from Texas. So, have you ever consumed a pickled pig's foot, a pickled egg, Spam, sardines, or a piece of lamp chicken?
3 out of the 5.
I know lamp chicken's one of them.
Lamp chicken's one of them.
Yeah, that's the best. Sardines enough?
Actually, 4 out of the 5. Pickled eggs, I've eaten pickled eggs.
Yeah, I have too. Okay. It's like eating a Super Bowl.
Sardines was another thing that my granddad would make when we would go, and my grandmother would make sardines for dinner sometimes. We'd have sardines and crackers. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we ate sardines and crackers on Lake Conway all the time. My granddad would bring them with mustard. They were the best. But that Trey, I know you got one.
I've got one I came up with. Biggest fish you've ever caught from a water hazard, and if the statute of limitations has expired, can you tell us where it was?
Well, I'll tell you, the statute of limitations expired a long time ago. Clay Walker, who country music guy, was a friend of mine. We were down in Houston. He was doing a show. We went out to the golf course late one afternoon, and it was the biggest bass that I think I've ever caught. Now, I've never caught a 10-pound plus bass, okay? This bass in a golf cart went from one side of the cart, and the head went to the other side of the cart.
Wow.
And I guarantee you this was a 13-pound bass.
Wow.
I mean, it was huge.
Wow.
It was huge.
This year we need to go out, you and I need to go out and try to catch a 10-pounder from December, or actually from January to March.
Yeah.
For the Legacy Lunker program we have in Arkansas. You can win you a $80,000 Vexus boat.
There you go. I've got a really good friend that's a bass guide down in Florida.
You've mentioned him before.
Yeah, in Vero Beach. His funny enough, his name is Roy Bass, and I have taken people fishing with him. Larry Mize, the gentleman I told you about from Louisiana. Anyway, I've taken 5 guys out fishing, and all have caught over 10-pound bass, and I seem to catch the 9 3/4, 9 7/8.
Mark can identify with that.
Yeah,
that's what usually happens when we go fishing.
Yeah.
We'll Trey and I have been fishing many times, and if he starts catching them more than I do, then I ease that boat around just right,
a little bit,
just right, just front end.
And just so you know, on the space and the underwater thing, I got text confirmation from my wife.
Yeah.
No, I would not be going.
Yeah.
So,
I figured
she's got veto authority on that. Is that what you're telling me?
Jennifer has veto authority on everything,
Exactly.
as does your wife,
including flower deliveries.
Yes.
and that as well too.
Oh, we're having a good time
No
talking
doubt.
with Glenn Day. If you're just tuning in, we're played a little shoot from the hip. Mark, I see you're making notes there. This is a book project.
Not really.
It's a book project one day.
Yeah,
All of our guests.
Yeah.
How they answered the questions?
Yeah, we
Because
can do that.
it's standard. And then we'll have some like one-off questions
And
every week.
I can take a little poetic license too.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do that weekly. here on the
Why
show.
not?
Well, we're going to take a little poetic license and take a quick break, pay a few bills. We'll be back with more Wild Side right after this. Stick around.
Mr. Phillips found old Johnny Cash.
Hey folks, Mark Hedrick here to tell you about Battery Outfitters in North Little Rock. They're here to serve your battery needs, from cell phones to hearing aids to power tools. And when it comes to service, Battery Outfitters is second to none. Got a problem with your truck or your boat battery? Just pull in at 5915 JFK Boulevard and the Battery Outfitters crew will handle the rest. And don't forget to ask about Key Fob Friday and watch Battery Saturday. You'll be glad you did. Battery Outfitters, 501-537-4990 for all your battery needs.
All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros has been serving the community for more than 15 years. Locally owned and operated, we offer a wide range of name brand tires, wheels, and automotive service you can trust, so your dollars stay in our community. All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros, where customers are treated like family. Service like your daddy used to get. Visit in-store at one of our 2 locations or shop for tires and service online at allabouttireandbrake.com.
Navigating the world of health insurance coverage can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why Tammy Chase Insurance is here to help. Medicare coverage, health insurance, indemnity, life, dental, and vision. Tammy Chase and her team have the expertise and resources to help you figure out the plans and coverages that are right for you. Check them out on the web at TammyChaseInsurance.com or stop by in person at 8414 Counts Massey Road in North Little Rock. Tammy Chase puts the I care in Medicare solutions.
Carlton Saffa here with Saracen Casino and Bet Saracen. Saracen is proud to be the official gaming partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. Join us Tuesday, October 21st for the Caddy Shootout at Pleasant Valley. Watch all the action under the lights as they play around the lake and join us for the party that comes with it, including hats from Social Pony Hat Bar and music by Gone Country. For all the details, go to SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Go to The Warehouse, 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot, Arkansas's trusted source for quality flooring, including SPC vinyl waterproof flooring starting at $139 a square foot, tile starting at 59 cents a square foot, next-gen waterproof hardwood, and many other building materials at unbeatable prices. Contractor, home builder, or DIYer, we've got what you need, in stock and ready to go. Go see the Flooring King, The Warehouse at Natural State Wholesale, building better naturally.
Oh no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Arkansas is our place. It's our place to keep it beautiful. So get your hands dirty and do your part during the Great Arkansas Cleanup, happening now through October 31st. Find events all around the state, or even better, host your own event and recruit your friends. Let's team up and get this done. Learn more and sign up today at keeparkansasbeautiful.com. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
I'm a real wild one, wild one, wild one, wild one.
The Wild Side Outdoor Report is brought to you by West Rock Landing, your gateway to fishing and fun on Lake Maumelle.
I didn't give you much heads up there, but you look like you were ready.
I'm a professional. Just to kind of give you an idea, Spencer Sheffield claims victory in the 2025 WON Bass U.S. Open on Lake Mojave in Laughlin, Nevada. He won a cash prize of $65,000 and a fully rigged boat valued at $85,000. So that was pretty cool.
When did they stop doing the U.S. Open on Lake Mead?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the water or what it was, but it said Lake Mojave. So
okay.
Mountain lion killed on 64.
Highway 84.
Yeah, 84. That's what it was, 84.
Over
just
by Social Hill.
Right. Not far. Not on I-30.
Yeah, so. Right where 84 hits I-30.
Yep. Let's see. Started demo on the front ramps today at West Rock Landing at Lake Maumelle. Came out, started today early, so that's good. They'll be demoing those back ramps.
Are we going there tomorrow afternoon? Or
I'm going out there tomorrow. I'm going to go out tomorrow and check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go out and check it out tomorrow afternoon. Tuesday, 10/21. So next Tuesday, from 5:30 to 7, West Rock Landing at Lake Maumelle. Central Arkansas Water is going to hold an informal meeting and information sharing about the current and upcoming happenings in and around Lake Maumelle, talking about the hydrilla, talking about
what day is that again?
Next Tuesday.
So a week from tonight.
Yeah, a week from tonight. So 5:30 to 7, they'll have it. Food.
They'll be done in time to listen to this radio show.
Exactly, 5 to 7, and they'll have full bellies.
Great planning, Central Arkansas
doubt,
Water and West Rock Landing.
I've got talk a little bit about the dam being repaired. Talking about the Highway 10 bridge being repaired down there. They'll talk a little bit about the hydrilla, and talk about the ramps and what they're planning on in and around Lake Maumelle.
Cool.
So that's pretty much it.
Get
back to do what we want to do. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Well, we still got to do keepers and calls.
Yeah.
Or we don't have to jump into that right away.
Or you can do the tip.
Yeah.
You can do the tip.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Don't go back to Glenn.
Let's see.
It's the All About Tire and Brake Tip of the Week. All About Tire and Brake, because you deserve hassle-free service.
It's gonna be a quick one tonight, Mark. Talking about time flying and how quick things happen, we've been talking about alternative firearm season or muzzleloader and straight wall season opening Saturday. But did you know just a week from Saturday is one of our first waterfowl seasons besides the early teal and early Canada goose? Specklebelly, greater white-fronted goose season opens a week from Saturday on the 25th. Hard to believe, but that brings up that the tip is to check out the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's waterfowl hunting guidebook. It is out there in the world now, and if you can't find one at a Game and Fish office, which you can for sure find one there, but at your favorite tackle shop or hunting and sporting goods store, you can always go online, agfc.com, and download a PDF version. If you use the Game and Fish app, you can download it straight onto the app there,
and you can find them in a lot of stores.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they haven't gotten to your store yet, you can always get an electronic version. But yeah, Arkansas Waterfowl Hunting Guidebook is out there. Check it out before you check out the ducks and geese.
You do any goose hunting?
No,
I've never goose hunted.
No,
I've duck hunted. I don't like cold, wet, and early. We talk about this a lot. I don't like any one of those three things. So I like breakfast.
Yeah. Now, what a lot of people have started doing, I know a lot of friends that come into Arkansas that during duck season that go duck hunting, and they get up and they go duck hunting in the morning, and then they'll come in, have lunch, whatever, and then they go goose hunting in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And, that's fine, but, boy, I mean, some of the spreads you got to put out for geese now.
Oh, my.
That's true. That's true.
It's work.
A trailer.
Now, for the speckle bellies, you don't have to do the hundreds and hundreds like you do for the snow geese. They're a little bit more manageable and tend to decoy a little bit better. You don't.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't.
But
have
but
that
it
much,
but it,
I'm just not that mad at them.
No.
I tell you what, though, speckled belly's hard to beat at the dinner table.
Oh yeah,
it's quite good.
Ribeye of the
it's,
sky.
It's tasty.
Yeah. It's supposed
Do
to
y'all
be good.
get? You get any sandhill cranes where you deer hunt over in Texas?
A few. Now,
Okay.
where we used to be, there was a lot. I mean, a lot. You just and that is a ribeye and sky.
Yeah.
And it is really good. And I mean, we'd be sitting around watching football or something, and somebody would go, "Hey, what are we going to eat for dinner?" Somebody, I got it, and they just walk out the back door, bam, bam, bam.
I like Glenn Moore every story he tells, man, because that's let's just go kill something to eat.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's kind of a mountain man. I mean, he really. Let's see. I'm trying to think. You lived in, was it Alabama and Mississippi? Or was it Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Yeah,
I grew up in Mississippi.
Yeah, and you played at Pearl River. That's
Pearl
where
River
you
Country
played.
Club.
Did you learn to
Where I
hunt
grew
down
up.
there?
I learned to hunt with my grandfather.
Yeah.
When back then, we'd go squirrel hunting, we'd rabbit hunt, we'd deer hunt. Went deer hunting down there. When I was growing up, we ran dogs.
Yeah.
And so it was totally different.
Now, what part of Mississippi is this where you were hunting and stuff?
30 miles south of Hattiesburg.
Okay.
A little town called Poplarville.
Okay.
In there.
Gotcha.
I just wonder how many people that are our age, are our peers, and I'm the oldest of the group here, but how many of our granddads started this out? And it generally was small game hunting. Start out with a 22 bolt action squirrel rifle.
Had a single shot 410.
I had a single shot bolt action Savage Arms 22.
Well, it's funny, Glenn, you were talking earlier about when we were the whole muzzleloading discussion and how, advanced and how technology is. Yeah. We were talking during the break about forward-facing sonar and TV fishing and all that. But unfortunately, it's one of the reasons Joe Wilson started the World Champion Squirrel Cook-Off up in northwest Arkansas, because kids are skipping right past the squirrels and the rabbits these days and going straight to bucks and ducks.
Yeah, exactly. You just. I brought my girls up with BB guns.
Yep.
Had a BB gun, taught them gun safety, everything. Then they got a single shot shotgun 20 gauge, and then they got the single shot 223. We'd go deer hunting, and on and up. Taught them gun safety and all. And it was fabulous. It was fabulous. If you don't take your young kids out in the wild, you just don't know what you're missing.
And listen, if you're waiting until they're 14, 15, 16, you're going to lose them. I mean, they're not going. They're going to want to go
that's
out.
about the age my son kind of got out of it. Now he's gotten back into it, but we fished and then hunted hard, and then about the time he discovered the fairer sex, he was not as interested in.
Matt golfs, but he loves bow hunting and he loves fishing, and that's what he does. That's how he. And I mean, my granddad taught me to fish. And my dad, and then Matthew. But we never did a lot of small game hunting. We went straight to just fishing. Yeah. I mean, that's what we did.
Hey, man, everybody, whatever floats your boat. I mean,
as long as you're outside in the wild, take your kids. I mean,
let me tell you something. There's some big fish to be caught on these golf course lakes.
Real big.
I read an opinion piece, just like column in I think it was out of the Washington Post or Wall Street Journal today, written by somebody obviously had never fished before. They were talking about fishing with Kirk Dieter from Trout Unlimited out west somewhere. Oh, they were on the Colorado River in Colorado. And the guy's like, I didn't catch a thing, but I learned real quickly why people do it. It's like just the sound of the water, the sound of the no sound.
That's why you were talking about forward-facing sonar. Looking at that screen, I'd rather be looking around at birds.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely. Hey, we got to take one more break. We'll be back to wrap things up with Glenn Day here on the Wild Side. Stick around.
Crane Chevrolet is a family-owned dealership committed to honesty, integrity, and outstanding customer service. Looking for a new ride? Crane Chevrolet has a wide selection of new and used vehicles, and when it comes to service after the sale, Crane's skilled technicians and modern service center will exceed your expectations. Crane Chevrolet is more than a car dealership. They're a part of the community. Crane Chevrolet, just off I-30, exit 130, or check them out at cranechevy.com.
Mark Hedrick here from the Wild Side to tell you about our friends at West Rock Landing on Lake Maumelle. I've been fishing Maumelle for decades, and even though I've learned a few things about catching fish on the lake through the years, I've also learned that it all starts at West Rock Landing. If you're looking for a place to hold your next bass tournament, our friends at West Rock are ready to help you take care of the details. Their covered deck is perfect for weigh-ins. They can also set you up with a boat rental for a day of fishing or a day of just enjoying the views and the area's wildlife. Go see them today. West Rock Landing, your gateway to Lake Maumelle. I'm Mark Hedrick from the Wild Side here on 103.7 The Buzz. You probably already know Edwards Food Giant as the meat people. And when I'm looking to throw a steak on the grill, my first stop is the incredible meat counter at Edwards Food Giant. Ribeyes, fillets, strips, T-bones, and porterhouses. Whatever your favorite cut, you'll find the best selection of certified Angus beef at Edwards Food Giant. Their prices are great, with weekly specials that will make your next steak dinner as affordable as it is tasty. Go see them today. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Trader Bill's Outdoors has the largest fishing tackle selection in the region, including the newest lures and the newest colors, as well as a wide selection of locally made lures that are proven winners on Arkansas lakes and streams. They also carry top-of-the-line rods and reels by the industry's leading companies, and they employ local anglers who are always prepared to answer your questions and set you on the path to success. Trader Bill's Outdoors, 1530 Albert Pike in Hot Springs and 12006 I-30 Frontage Road in Little Rock.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Sword in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Sword, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome back to the Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz. It's time for this week's Keepers and Calls, presented by Battery Outfitters. Sometimes you keep them, sometimes you throw them back. But when it comes to your battery needs, the service and selection at Battery Outfitters are always keepers.
Well, Trey, a UALR study has suggested that raccoons could be on the way to becoming a household pet. Now, it's interesting because, you know, they...
No, I got to buzz that, man.
Well,
no bueno. No bueno.
I saw this.
Yeah, they have, listen, they have little hands, Trey. You can't, I mean, they got little bitty hands, and you can't buzz somebody with little bitty hands. Anyway, the study showed that living near humans and by trash piles and dumpsters and stuff could be early signs of domestication. What's happening is researchers studied over 20,000 images of these raccoons from across the United States and discovered that city raccoons have shorter snouts than their rural counterparts.
Now, this is out of the University of Arkansas, Little Rock?
At Little Rock, right.
Like my alma mater is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
A change that researchers say often appears when animals begin adapting to human environments, just as kind of ancient wolves and wildcats did. You know, they lived around trash piles and this, that, and that, looking for mice, looking for food. That's how we got our dogs.
We got dogs and cats that way.
So,
what would the raccoon become?
So the raccoon is kind of, I think, going to be somewhere between a dog, a cat, and a little bitty hands. It's going to have little hands. I mean, a cat with little bitty hands will be dangerous. But anyway,
I don't like the sound of this.
They can open doors. Can you imagine? And
I tell my kids all the time that our cats, if they were like 4 times their size, that they'd kill us.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So would an ant. But anyway, they if they're following the same path today, they're going to be in the process of becoming domesticated. It may take thousands of years. Now, in that same vein, a Washington State woman called authorities as she was forced to flee her property after 50 to 100 raccoons attacked her. She had been feeding them.
Yeah,
They gathered around her, wouldn't let her get to her car, scratched her door, scratched her car. They did have somebody come out from the Washington Department of Wildlife and say quit feeding them, which they did. These aren't on their way to domestication yet. These 100
so
of them
their snouts and hands are still regular size.
Yeah, they got regular size snouts and hands. But anyway, that's my a keeper and a call.
I got one quick keeper that'll make it short, and we can wrap things up with Glenn. Probably ought to talk about the golf tournament next week a little bit while he's here. So, got word today that the contract for demolition of the existing Lake Conway Dam and construction of the new dam/spillway, it's really more of a spillway than a dam, has been fully executed. Contracts are signed and work is set to begin, maybe this week. I don't know. But one thing to keep in mind, folks, if you try to go down there to check it out, you're not going to be able to because the road's going to be blocked off there right pretty much past 89, Highway 89, except to local traffic if you live down there, obviously, and the construction team. But that is big news, a little over 2 years into that 5-year project, so glad to see that getting underway.
Nice.
That's all I got. Glenn, you want to talk a little golf before we get out of here?
We sure can.
Simmons Bank Classic, I know it was a big hit last year.
Yes.
Voted by the players as one of their favorite tournaments. Why was that? What do you attribute that to?
I spoke at the Rotary Club today, and I told a story somebody asked about, and what makes the players that want to come here? Well, we're like a family, but we're also like a traveling circus. Okay, the players, the families. We all grew up together. Our kids grew up together, everything else. So you've got them all over the country, right? So there were some caddies that were from up north, and I saw them at the golf course, and I said, hey, everything good? You need anything? He said, man, I got to tell you something. I said, what's that? He said, I went to get gas today, and I went into the gas station to get a drink, and the guy behind the counter said, hey, man, how you doing today? Everything good? He said, scared me to death. I said, that's the way we do things down here. Everybody's nice. And everything. So I tell that story to tell everybody in town, thank you. Thank you for what everybody is doing and supporting the golf tournament. All of the players have loved it. Hospitality has been second to none. Everybody's looking forward to coming back. All of the wives are calling Jennifer, wanting to know all kind of information. Players are asking me stuff. So it's going to be another great week. Simmons has really stepped up the game and made our tournament. Last year it was the best tournament on the Champions Tour. And this year they're even having more things.
I think we're supposed to take a couple of them fishing one day next week.
That's what you said, yeah. Probably Tuesday afternoon. Yeah. They're doing Tuesday night. I think this will be really exciting. They're bringing lights in. And the 3 holes around the lake I
saw that
at Pleasant Valley, 16, 17, 18, and they're having a caddy shootout just for the caddies.
Nice.
So under the lights,
the caddies are coming out. I think it's great.
Who was your old caddy? What was his name?
Munster.
Yeah. Golly, that dude was a trip.
Yeah. So, everything's great. Everything's moving forward. Simmons is doing a wonderful job. Stevens is presenting. So we're looking forward to a great week.
Well, it's going to be great. And, man, we appreciate you coming in and talking hunting and fishing more than the golf tournament, but we are a hunting and fishing show.
I like that a lot more.
You're welcome anytime here.
Come hang out with us anytime, Glenn.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. And good luck at the deer camp this week.
Send us a picture.
We see.
Get something, send a picture.
I'll send a picture if we kill a good one.
That's all the wild side we got for you tonight. We'll be back next week. Appreciate y'all tuning in. For Damon Poole and Mark Hedrick, I'm Trey Reid. We'll talk to you next week right here here on the wild side. So long, everybody.
Why would you listen to any other